chapter 11, and we'll work our way through tonight to chapter 18. And tonight I want to speak to you about some lessons learned from a fallen king. Some lessons learned from a fallen king. I began a series of looking at heroes of the faith, and as I got to read about David and Goliath, David really strikes me because the word says that David was a man after God's own heart. And then I remembered the infamy of the legacy that David left behind. The little outline that I'm going to use, or portion of it, is an outline that you will find in a book that I have used extensively with some of our men in the church, and it's called The Disciplines of a Godly Man by Kent Hughes. I'm going to use some of what he had to say and just fill in some voids for you as we look through this passage. I think my sound is like really loud. Is that true? If not, that's okay. It's okay? All right, no, well then that's fine if that's good with everybody else. But I do want to spend time going through this. So if you did not bring a Bible, you are going to need a Bible. So you have to go and reach down and find a Bible, because without the Bible, you're not going to get to see everything on the screens if that's what you're dependent on tonight. You're going to have to look with your finger, and you're going to be able to see the words. Obviously, I will not be able to read all of these chapters, but I'm going to raise up just some of these. The lessons from a fallen king. As much as David is known for the slaying of Goliath, and as much as David is known as being a man after God's own heart, a king that ruled, a king that did all that was necessary for the preparation of the temple, would give even of his own wealth and do all that was necessary and then hand over to his son Solomon. There is a blemish in his life. And I would dare to say tonight that there might be men or women that either you can identify, or maybe there's a man or a woman you need to learn a lesson tonight. And the lesson that you need to learn tonight is, be careful if you think you're standing firm, lest you fall. The sin that we're going to read about tonight is the sin of David with Bathsheba. However, this can be applied to any sin. And I want you to know that, because you might be turning your ears off at this very moment in time and saying, oh my goodness, I'm glad you didn't choose my sin tonight. The Holy Spirit will apply this to your heart, and He will encourage you, because as much as we're going to speak about this blemish on David's life, we are also going to speak about the grace of God, a God that restores and reconciles, and a God that forgives. And you need to know that our God is a forgiving God.